What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, today I want to talk about Willow Smith. And for you guys who know who Will Smith is, Willow Smith is the daughter, Jada Pinkett is the mother. And we've talked about her a few times on this channel. And the last time I talked about her, she was talking about how people like her in the black community are ostracized for being different. And as a young woman, she hits the nail on the head, right? And again, she brings out another great point when she talks about how black mothers treat their daughters and their sons much different. Now, before we get into that, I want to talk about what we hear in the black community about black men being lazy, black men not being man enough, black men, all of these things, right? And it's always what they consider black males' problems. But I want to talk about Ron Wills. Ron Wills created this article March 30th, 2017, which says black women create the men that they complain about. This article was responded by Boyce Watkins. It was shared by D.L. Hughley. It's by far the most successful article on the site. Still to this day, it's getting comments. I'm going to put it into the description. And Willow Smith, who doesn't know Ron Wills, who has no idea about this, is saying the same thing that Ron Wills was saying in 2017, and for what most of us know in the black community the last 20 to 30 years. That black women coddle their sons. And it's simple things. She says this, something as simple as getting up at the right time, okay? And then she will let the brother stay in, sleep, but when it comes to her, she'll make her get up and be more responsible. She'll say to her daughter, dating music, it was like, you better get up, you better get dressed. I'd be in my room like, okay, I gotta get it. No, but the thing about it is this. Black women prepare their daughters to be very successful. Now, it doesn't matter if, and most times we're talking about single moms. In the case of Jada Pinkett, Will Smith is very busy, so she's handling it for it. But black women put more effort on having their daughters be on point. They'll teach their daughters, you need to be on time. They'll teach their daughters, you need to do this and that. You need to be professional. But at the same time, when it comes to their son, they're gonna coddle them. And what is that? Like Angry Man's article about son husbands. Okay? So the son is lazy, he's not motivated, he's not ambitious, which is why you will see that a lot of black men don't go to the same, collegiate efforts that some black women do. It's because this is how they're being raised. Then you wanna come back and criticize these black men for being lazy. They are not ready to be in relationships. They cannot lead. That's what you're gonna hear from black women. Just what Willow Smith is saying. You're gonna say that these black men can't lead, that these black men are lazy, that these black men are bums, that I need to get me a white man because of that. All of these things you're gonna throw into the situation, which is true. But again, how can you complain about the men you are allowing to be coddled to in the community? Even my own mother. Now, I didn't have any sisters in my household, but my mother, I had to break away from the coddling. Luckily, my grandfather, who is now deceased, was not gonna let me be a man like that. My father was not going to be, let me be a man like that. My father was a strict disciplinarian. And to today, I thank God for him. I thank God for him. I tell him that every chance I get, I thank you for them ass whoopings. Because his younger son by another woman, who he was totally different with, is a totally different person. See, my father allowed me to become a young man and understand real quick that you need to be a person that is a leader in this world. You should try to be a person that is productive in this world. And that as a black man, you have to be 2 to 3 times better than somebody else to get the same respect. He told me that as a young man. And see, that would keep me going today. You know, I think about those times, those talking tos and things I got. I didn't really get that from my mom. My mom was too busy trying to protect me from the world. And you cannot protect black men from the world. Black men have to get out there and fight. You know, and I understand a mother's love, and a lot of times, a lot of these women look at the sons as, you know, they're not like their boyfriend, but, you know, this is somebody trying to protect. You don't understand that you ruining this young man for somebody else. See, because when he gets with another woman, you ruining him. He's not going to be able to go out there and work the extra effort. Let me tell you something about men and about what men understand. There are times in a day, and all you black men out there who listen to my channel, you African American men, I know you guys are the same way. You know, as men, we have to work until it's done. Shout out to brothers like Andre Hatchett, Brother Gabe A, Rance Turner, Coach Ali. As black men, we have to do what it takes to provide. We have to do what it takes to run the business. We can't have the mindset, well, you know, I'm tired, I feel like taking a break. No, we have people that's depending on us. Some of us that are managers or employees, we have people that need the work, that need to get paid. We have to go over and beyond to serve. We have to do what we're supposed to do to serve, to work. And see, if you are a coddled person by your mama, you can't get out there and create for other people. Because see, black men believe in creating by any means necessary. I don't care if I gotta stay up, work 7 days in a row. I have to go to Poland to do this. I gotta go to Uganda to do this. I'm in Kenya right now. I am consistently working because of what my father told me that I need to be. And then when you look around the black community and you don't have black men that are building communities for you, you don't have black men that are out there providing for the women, you don't have black men that are leading the children, well then number one is, okay, yes, it's every individual's fault as to where they are in life. Even if you are raised by a mother who coddles you, there's still no excuse. But at the same time, if you're also with a guy that can't produce, that's no excuse. But in Jada Pinkett's case, here she is as a mother married to a rich, successful man who knows the value of hard work. Jada Pinkett knows the value of hard work. Yet you're coddling a young man who you need to teach those values to if he wants to be a leader in this world. And the black community are too busy, a lot of times, coddling the young men. And then when it's time for the father, and I hate to say this, for black fathers know what I'm talking about. When the black fathers need to discipline their sons, all of a sudden now it's a problem. And see, here's the problem with black women. You want to protect the sons from the disciplinary actions of the father. And then the sisters want to get involved. Oh, why he talking to that boy like that? Why he whipping that boy like that? Well, what do you expect? Because the thing about it is this, either the father's going to discipline him or the police going to do it. And when you get into jail, somebody going to discipline him. My mama always told me, boy, you're going to listen to somebody, whether you like it or not, or you're going to be dead in the grave. So in this world, you're going to obey somebody. And then these young black men cannot come out and protect the black community. They don't build businesses, of course. Then you want to be mad that there are no good black men. Then you need to understand that if you want good young black men that are strong, then you need to pick the right fathers. Black men have to invest in their children. It's not just on them. Another thing too about Will Smith, let me say this. If he sees that the mother is coddling the boy, Will Smith needs to get on her. Let me also say this, because a lot of times a lot of black men, that are successful allow the mother to just ruin the boy. Don't you let nobody ruin. That's his fault also. He should be stepping in and saying, hey, you need to get hard on this boy. And if you can't, you take over. Boy, get up. Because my mama would have to tell me, if I don't listen, my daddy said, you got one more time. If my daddy said, you going to church, you live in this house, you're going to church. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You are going to church. My grandfather said it's time to go to church. You are going to church. I don't care how much you don't like it. As long as you live here, you're going to church, unless you're going to work. Which one you going? You got a job? No. You going to church. And if you didn't get up fast enough, that belt, my grandmother will pull that belt on me and my brother in the bed, and ass will start to get whooped. And people will start to get ready to go to be in the choir stand at 11 o'clock when church service start, or be on the drums. You're going to be in one or the other. If not, here comes the belt. See, I was a part of the last generation that like that. See, today you can't do that. But in the 80s and 90s, when I was coming up, you was going to get that ass whooping. And a lot of times it made you a better person. But in today's time, so many liberal laws are here ruining the kids. I'm not saying that you have to spank anybody, but disciplinary actions are needed. So guys, what do you think about this? This is your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment pinned to the top. I really appreciate you brothers and sisters out there for supporting the channel. Shout out to the brothers. Check out the Patreon brothers. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.